It's very possible that Libby and her killer agreed to meet at the Freedom Bridge at 2 p.m. Now, the killer, not 100% familiar with the location, decides to show up early around 12 noon, parks at the CPS building, decides to take a look at the trails beforehand. Do some reconnaissance. So even if he is familiar or not, this killer could have very well familiarized himself with that trail. Even crossing the bridge for the very first time. Going down the hill, scoping out everything that's underneath the bridge, even some of the private property. Crossing back over and then heading back to the vehicle and the spot where he's chosen to park, which is most likely that CPS building. And maybe the main reason that law enforcement is seeking information on the driver of a vehicle, not to mention talks of a hitchhiker, which could easily have been spotted in this grass field here. So I'm assuming he's going to lay wait in his vehicle, and at about 1:30 ish, I believe the girls were dropped off at the Mears lot. Now, they most likely messaged Anthony Schatz at this point in time, letting him know that they were there. I'm assuming that they met at the Freedom Bridge because it seems like a safer location. There seems to be more people that flock to that area. So I'm assuming they went there, seeing if he showed up. And it was at this point, they're like, hey, there's no sign of him, but there is a creepy guy. Maybe he's talking to him, hitting on him. Hey, what are you doing? You guys meeting somebody here? So at this point, they know that he's a no-show. They're discussing the creepy guy. Man, I knew he wouldn't show up, but who's that creep? Probably stop, make sure they're not being followed. But unfortunately, it was at this point that the killer began to stalk them. They snapped this first photo. As he begins to close in on them, they snap this final image. I believe it's at this point they notice him, and they understand that they're in trouble. So at this time, McCain's most likely heading towards the bridge. They're heading down the hill, attempting to flee, captured across the creek, quickly attacked. It's at this point that McCain is at the head of the bridge. Derek German's making his way, unable to make contact with him by phone. He's going to go take a look and see if he can find him on the trails. So at this point, Bridge Guy's doing a bunch of weird stuff, trying to figure out how he's going to get out of there. Notices that there's traffic on the trails, decides he's going to leave out through the cemetery. Now, it's at this location he was most likely seen by Brad Heath, somewhere along this road here. McCain leaves from the Mears lot. Derek German begins to search, and a Bridge Guy at this point has escaped.